It's like what you want to do, like in the UWL sparring.
I was just gonna say, bro, that's what I'm gonna do when I haze those kids, bro.
It's what you want to do. Lucas just does it at the championship levels.
Dude, he's just that good, bro.
All right, I gotta get okay. I saw the funniest thing. I was waiting until you got here, Carson, to say this. I literally saw Strickland. You know how like you play like gun games with your friends when you're little, like you all got guns and like you like went through the house and shit like that.
Yeah.
This dude Strickland is doing it with his girlfriend. So he has a video. I'll send it in the group chat. But he basically he's like going over the rules in the first part of the video. He's like, all right, here's the rules. Lights are off in the house. I'm coming in the house. I get a flashlight, but no lights. You get to hide, and I got to clear the house. And he does it with his fucking girlfriend. And she's like, okay.
What a fucking legend.
I'm about to send it in the group chat.
How does Sean Strickland have a girlfriend?
For the same exact reason.
He's an alpha, bro. He's an alpha.
Carson has a girlfriend.
It's because he's got autism, bro.
It's the same principles. All right, Carson, now that we're live on the podcast, can you please explain to us the magic for me and Logan?
Okay. So basically, what you got to do is, so I know you have no other setting for your autism. It's always just completely full all the time. So basically, what I do is I turn it to social, right? And if someone asks me a question, like especially a girl, bro, they love just like hearing about a dude just talk about some weird fucking shit, bro. So you gotta just sit there, talk some weird niche shit, bro. Just do it for like 10 fucking minutes, bro.
So like Charles Oliveira's 16 submission wins in the UFC.
Yeah, but you gotta talk about like super. You gotta talk about like super special, bro. Like you gotta crank the autism up on it.
Okay, I could do that.
Is that different?
Yeah, so
I can easily do that.
Is that different from normal Jason talking about Charles Oliveira?
Okay, wait.
How am I not pulled yet?
You can't just go in balls deep with it right away though. You got to wait for her to be like. She's got to like lean over a little bit and be like, "Better eyes," you know what I'm saying? You gotta be.
Oh, and then I'm just like,
oh, you gotta what do you do in your free time?
Oh, okay.
You gotta go like full autism with it, bro. It'll work.
Have you ever seen Charles Oliveira's armbar on Tony Ferguson? Like that kind of deal?
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna be like,
was that sexy?
No. You're gonna be like, you're never gonna believe this. You're gonna have to like pull up like a 50-minute analysis video, bro, just explain the entire thing.
I think the key, Jason, is normal autism, not gay autism.
Impossible.
Yes.
Nothing about like wanting to get like fucked in the ass or anything like that.
Especially by Charles Oliveira.
We haven't PR trained Carson. Someone's gonna have to go through this and redact a bunch of shit.
This is not all going in, bro.
You guys watch the video I sent?
Yeah. He just fucking obliterates her.
He just emptied the clip on his girlfriend. He's the GOAT. He's my middleweight GOAT. I don't know about you guys.
Alright.
Dude, he's a legend, bro.
I need to take a drink. I have some alcohol. This is what I need to talk about.
MMA took away the racism, dude. It's incredible.
Yeah, we all hate Izzy, and we all love Sean Strickland because Sean Strickland is black and Izzy is pretty much just Chinese.
Yep.
Wait, that's just racist as fuck. That's just more racist.
Izzy out of Chanya, bro.
Yo.
That's why I haven't heard that.
I've never heard that before.
That's wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what are you talking about? MMA is totally PC, and Drew Dober is the most unracist person the world has ever seen.
Drew Dober is so good. I can't wait for his custom KKK shorts.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, let's go through the main card this Saturday. Start off with the main card.
This fight is...
I don't know anyone.
Is stupid.
But, like, it's funny, though, because it's like, I actually don't really know who's going to win.
I don't either. I have a feeling Duplessis is going to surprise the shit out of us.
There's been a lot of that going on lately.
In watching Duplessis versus Strickland and the fight that shall not be named, I think he's actually gotten better.
Like,
significantly better.
Yeah.
I mean, he does get jabbed probably like 777,000 times, but he just walks through it. Like his chin is pretty crazy.
I mean, he's a fucking monster for the division. He is yoked.
Yeah. Like, well, if he's not like a fucking idiot, he should have a pretty decent shot. But then again, if he's not being special, what is he, bro?
Well, I don't even think. I think Dricus doesn't even need to be intelligent. If he just does his Dricus thing of trying,
that's exactly what I see happening.
You can't tell him to like just not do something stupid because that's the Dricus way, dude. I mean, come on.
I mean,
dude, he's literally Yuri.
Because Sean beat Izzy just by slowly kind of walking forward and jabbing,
and reacting to literally every feint ever.
Dricus also does that to an extent, but differently than Sean. But Dricus's whole stick thing is he's just going to try really, really hard. Maybe not do good at anything, but he's going to try really, really hard the entire time. And if he just walks forward the entire time, I think Izzy's just going to hate his life for the entirety of the fight.
He's not gonna let Izzy do his cute little like setting up his shit. Like he's just gonna run at him like an absolute idiot.
When people stand still.
Again, he's cranking it up, bro.
When people stand still, Dricus will come up with the dumbest, most stupid, athletic, just swinging bullshit you will see and just throw it at you.
Exactly.
He's gonna win, bro. He's gonna win. He's gonna do it.
So you think Dricus, Carson? You're going Dricus?
Honestly. I
you gotta pick.
Really
we have to have
one, but, like,
we have to lock in picks here. I'm gonna write them down. All right, hold up. Give me 1 second. What is this? 3-0 what? 304?
305.
305.
Damn, already.
Yeah.
All right, we got Logan.
I think
Jason. Carstaddy, Titty Tickler. All right. So everybody, all right, we'll go around in a circle. We'll each get a chance to say who we think and why. We each get a maximum of 1 minute. All right, Logan, you start. Main event.
I'm gonna throw just like a fucking wrench. I'm gonna say Dricus.
Okay.
I don't trust Izzy to fight a consistent performance anymore. He just
fair
against someone who's just willing to pressure him really consistently. I think he's gonna struggle. I think Dricus leaves himself really open to big counters, but I just don't trust Izzy to really land him anymore.
All right, and to make it fun, finish or unanimous? Or split? Or doctor stoppage?
I think Dricus by decision, actually.
Okay, that's a good shout. That's actually a really good shout.
Dricus is like so fucking big for the division. Even when he gasses, he's kind of just so big that in like fighting with everyone else, they just gas too because he's just so big. Especially if he grapples with people, they just like die. They just all get gassed because they're having to fucking grapple with this giant stone golem.
Yep.
Dricus is
all right. Cars.
I mean. I'm probably gonna pick Dricus too, honestly.
All right,
my reasons are pretty similar to Logan's because, like, I don't know, man. I don't think Izzy's. I don't trust him enough to be able to land shit on Dricus, especially with him, coming in like the maniac that he is, bro.
So you have Dricus by autism
too hard, but you know what? I'm gonna go against what he says though. I'm gonna say Dricus by KO or TKO.
Yeah.
All right. Love it. All right.
Do you trust Izzy, Jason?
So I feel like one of us has to bet with Izzy, and my whole thing is I could seriously see either of them winning by unanimous decision. I don't really see Duplessis. This is just my opinion, and I don't see Dricus finishing Izzy, and I don't see Izzy finishing Dricus. Because the last time Izzy finished someone, he's fighting the Terminator from Hell, and he just had to do something because he had no legs and he had to do something, and he threw the one dime shot that he had to, and he was forced to do that. I feel like Dricus is just like he'll be annoying and stupid. He'll probably land on Izzy, and Izzy's gonna land on him, but I feel like it's just not. I feel like neither of them are gonna finish each other.
I agree.
So that being said, I'm gonna give it to Israel by unanimous decision via like black magic, like it's gonna be really, really close, and no one's gonna know, and they're gonna give it to Izzy because Izzy's the fan favorite.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I don't know. Dricus is.
Or that's what I'd have to guess. I honestly don't know. If Dricus wins, and I wouldn't be shocked.
I think it is.
But if one of them gets finished, I would be shocked if one of them gets finished.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Izzy's more likely to get finished here, which is kind of contradictory.
Really?
I think. But I think Dricus just hits like stupidly hard.
I don't know. He landed on Sean a lot, and I mean
nothing really clean, like super duper clean. But Dricus is one thing that I think Dricus is just irritate the shit out of Izzy because he's really like awkward, right? Everything is just completely ugly, but he's actually like behind the meat golem and having a different person control every one of his arms. He's actually a somewhat intelligent fighter. He throws a lot of body kicks. He throws a lot of leg kicks.
He has
he has
the right idea. He has a good game plan, but like he doesn't stick to it 100%. He sticks to his game plan like 60%, and his game plan is really good.
Yeah, or I don't even see it. He's not even a great game planner. I think he generally just has like a good idea of like what to do in the moment.
A good repertoire
of what to do in the moment, but like everything he does is just goofy. It's just goofy. Like, no coach would ever teach you that way, but I think that's going to irritate Izzy. Like, that irritated Izzy against Strickland. Strickland didn't defend the way you were supposed to, or, like, do anything, like, this, like, super-duper textbook. And Izzy is just like, I can't hit this guy. And I think that kind of might apply for Dricus, too.
Izzy also got fucking bonked in the first round. Man, that was beautiful. All right,
no faith,
Coleman.
No faith.
You have no faith. Yeah, you do have no faith. You said KO TKO. I love that though. Stand on that.
Bro, Izzy win would be nice, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like if it goes to unanimous though, like either of them has a good. Like I feel like Izzy has a little. He has like the fucking the privilege card. But you never know. All right, let's do co-main. Logan, you first.
I haven't thought about this fight at all.
I haven't either. I forgot it was on here. So you're on the spot. Gotta pick.
I'm gonna pick Steve Erceg.
Love it.
I think his boxing is just maybe a little sharper than Kai. I don't know. We haven't seen Kai in a really long time. It was like
we have
like a year and a half, I think, since Kai fought last.
I was gonna say it's been a while now.
And he lost.
Who did he fight? Let's see.
He lost a really close
was it Moreno?
One to Albazi.
Oh.
A really close one to Amir.
Oh yeah, I thought he won that. He did. He did. He didn't even fight. Yeah, he fought once in 2023, and it was a really close decision. Yeah, I remember that fight. He did really well in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Kai's grappling defense. That's one thing I like about Kai. But I think it's probably not going to really come up in this fight. He's got power for the division. He has a good jab. But I think against Albazi, he struggled to really put combinations together. It was like just the jab. And I think that's kind of why he lost the fight. Erceg is... I don't know. He just...
Bro, wait. Whoa. He had one fight. Matt Schnell was his first fight in the UFC.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, no. And then...
He had 3, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't see anything. All I see in 2023 is Dovrak. Oh wait, no, I'm tweaking outside of my mind. Yeah, 3 fights. All right, sorry, I was reading it wrong. My fault. Keep going. Continue.
I think he just puts combinations together well. He gave Pantoja struggles on the feet, which is...
He did.
That's hard to do, man.
He was piecing.
I mean, maybe
he was piecing. I'm not gonna lie. He's putting hands on Pantoja.
I mean, Pantoja kind of gets pieced up from everyone, but he actually handled the physicality of Pantoja well enough, and like he's just like fundamental, and I think just being fundamental and just having like good counter punching and being able to put combinations together might give Kai some problems. But it's a close fight. I like this fight. I don't really know what to think about it though.
Finish decision. What do you think?
I'm gonna go finish. I'm gonna pick Usyk, but I think either way it's gonna go to a finish. Both these guys actually hit pretty hard for the division.
Love it.
And I think they're
all right, Carson.
Both kind of chinny as
Sorry,
well.
Logan.
I know Kai might be a little chinny. Maybe I'm but I don't know.
I mean, I don't know enough about Kai to be like, anything definitive, but I'm gonna go Usyk too. I'll go. I mean, he might. I'll just go decision just to be different, bro. I'll go decision, but I'll go decision to Usyk probably.
Okay. Any particular reasons, or you just guessing, or haven't seen him for a while, or haven't seen much of him?
I haven't seen enough of Kai, honestly. I don't remember any of the last fights at all, but I know Usyk is
fair enough
to do it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see that being a problem.
Yeah, Kai lost to Moreno and then had the close one with Albazi.
Okay.
I think he had one in between. He had one in between that he won in he fought some guy named.
That was before. I have it pulled up right now. That was before he fought Moreno.
Before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't read.
He was piecing Moreno up a little bit early in that fight though.
Yeah, it was UD.
I think it was actually the round before Moreno finished him. That was like his best round of the fight. And then,
I remember Brandon was bleeding really bad.
Yeah, that was like his best round of he landed like a really good elbow from top position, but then Brandon, he just landed a nice body kick and then it was over. So
I think it's gonna be a good fight though.
Yeah. I think my like thing that I'm taking away is I think Usyk might be a little bit more like of a physical threat than Kai is, and I think that might just win him just over the course of like 30 seconds each round, he might just get like clinch control that just can sway the fight just by being bigger.
All right. So I am going to pick Usyk by knockout. I think he's 5'7". Kai is only 5'3", which is like probably a lie because they always be lying, but nonetheless, Usyk's pretty tall.
Yeah, it's 5.
Their reach is actually like, but Kai's reach is actually longer by an inch. But I think that the height
cancels it out. He has to like.
That's what I was gonna say.
Punch upwards, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also that means Usyk's kicks are going to be a lot more effective.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take him, but the reason I say finish is that dude's got some serious power in his hands. Kai does too. But I mean, I feel like the last guy he like pummeled was Cody Garbrandt, who is just massive, and he was cutting to 125 for some reason, and he's also very washed, so.
And Cody has no chin either.
And Cody's got a glass fucking chin. So I'm gonna take Usyk by knockout because I watched him versus Matt Schnell and even Pantoja. Pantoja's just an absolute dog. Like we all know that. But he was. I remember. I think he was with you, Logan, and we were like, Pantoja's got to get it back down to the ground because he's getting pieced. So. I think I'm going to give it to Usyk by finish.
Yeah. I mean, he had 25 minutes of experience with Pantoja. I think...
Yeah.
And that is just pretty much hell.
And he was doing well against Pantoja.
Yeah, he was doing well against Pantoja.
He was.
Like,
And that's like the worst. Like that's like how me and Logan were saying.
How old?
Disgusting fight.
How old is Steve Usyk?
29.
Okay, he's pretty young then, and he just fought for a title. He's gonna probably come out of that looking better.
Pretty damn good.
I'd imagine he's gonna look better.
Kai is only 31, so he's only 2 years older. But I still think.
I also worry about. We haven't
Usyk.
seen Kai in what, like a year and a half, right? Or like a year?
I think
a year.
I mean,
yeah, right around a year and a couple months.
I think there's been some injuries in there too. It's just like when you don't see a fighter.
Yeah, because this is his first fight back from injury, right?
Yeah, when you don't see a fighter for that long, it's just kind of either they come back and look really, really good, or they lost something over that break.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
All right.
I think this is probably. Let me look at the card. This is probably like the hardest fight to like pick. I think because we don't really like. I think these are probably two of the fighters I'm least familiar with.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, but like Usyk is very new to the UFC, and Kai, we haven't seen him in a long time. And
how bad his injury is too.
That's why I think Steve's gonna win because he's really good.
Yeah.
Stevie.
We'll see. All right. I'm going to
force
someone else to pick first for Gamrot Hooker.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it has to be Carson. You have to go first.
Okay.
And if you don't know, like if you really don't know Carson, then just you don't have to like get like if you're just guessing, that's totally fine too.
Man, what was Hooker's last fight against? Oh, it was against Turner, wasn't
it? Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Did we watch that one? I feel like we watched that one.
Not together. I know I watched it with some of my other friends.
It was July, wasn't it? I probably watched it by myself then.
That fight was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
That was
I remember that fight being really good, but I can't remember if we watched it or not. But
I watched it in with some of my friends.
I mean,
Carson, we might have watched. Wait. I feel like I don't actually remember what I was doing during that, which probably means I was obliterated. So I could have been anywhere.
You were in the desert.
I mean,
all right, go for it, Carson. Stage is yours.
I know Gamrot's a good wrestler, isn't he?
Yeah. He's definitely
annoyingly good.
But he's definitely
and
a grappler.
I know Hooker's a pretty good striker, though. I know the odds are a little more split on this one, but I'm not as sure. Fuck it. I'll go Hooker by KO TKO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say fuck it. I think he gets it done.
Love it.
But I mean, if Gamrot does some good wrestling, I mean, Gamrot can easily take it too. I'm not saying he's out of it, but I'll go against it. I'll go Hooker by TKO. KO TKO.
All right. Logan, I think I already know Logan's pick.
I think I have to pick Hooker. I think I effectively have to pick Hooker.
Let's go, dude.
I think Hooker.
Let's go.
Minus his recent run, Hooker is just probably a higher tier level of fighter than Gamrot should be. Minus Black Magic winning, which Gamrot is just better at than everyone else than any other fighter I've ever seen. But Hooker should win this. He's huge. He is generally a good grappler. He has good takedown defense. He knows what he's doing on the ground. He has a good style for he's good for lots of front kicks up the middle, body punching.
Yeah, exactly.
Patient striking. And if he's losing, he will literally go insane if he has to win a fight. He will.
Dude, I know, dude. Denton Hooker has that dog in him, bro.
He will go to the deepest, darkest depths of hell to win a fight that he is losing. And
you seen the podcast Izzy went on talking about Dan Hooker, about how he's like a psycho.
I absolutely believe him.
No, I believe that.
They're like, he's talking about like, the knee bar, and they're like, after the fight, they're like, what is like, how did you get through that? He's like, oh, I didn't feel it, mate.
Yeah,
he was all right. He's just insane.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
a fucking guy, bro.
Minus the loss to Islam, it's fucking Islam Makhachev. Like,
right.
He's never really been super badly out-grappled, at least from what I can know. At least from, like, his high-level, like, fights. He's never really been, like... Besides from Islam. And Islam is very different than Gamrot. Gamrot struggles to hold people down for, like, long periods of time. He gets lots of takedowns.
But I see that. He's got a shitload of takedowns.
He gets lots of takedowns, but he just doesn't hold people down.
Because he doesn't do anything.
Suffocate them like Islam does. Yeah. And I think that's just going to leave the door open.
Islam suffocating him? What?
Islam would never...
He would never do.
He would never almost...
Wrestling? Really?
Almost rip Dan Hooker's arm off.
Alright, so finish or decision, Logan?
I'm going to say decision.
Okay. Conservative?
Gamrot's pretty tough to finish. He always has super good cardio. And I think Hooker is going to just kind of just win with a lot of like kicks, jabs. Just kind of keep him outside.
All right.
Defend.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I hope so. Dan Dubrock's Hooker.
I'm totally wrong, by the way. Gamrot by flying Dan Hooker the explosion.
Alright. My pick is Gamrot by unanimous decision. That is what I think is going to happen. Is it what I want?
Oh, Pookie
is it what I want? Is it what I want? Absolutely not. But this is not the picks. This is not the picks of what we want. This is the picks of what we think is going to happen. I think that Gamrot is going to annoyingly, agonizingly, frustratingly grapple with Hooker, neutralize his striking, hug him, give him nice hugs, a little bit of a sloppy nosh, and get a UD. And that's going to be terrible. And we're going to want to rip our hairs out, and it's going to be terrible.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen.
It's possible.
If Hooker bonks him, glory be to the Lord, I will be happy. But I think that Gamrot's going to just wrestle him to death and win somehow.
I don't think that fight would be boring, though. I think Hooker would lose about a round and a half of that, and then just lose his mind.
I think that half round that Hooker wins will probably be early, and Gamrot's going to realize that he has no chance on the feet and just go 100% wrestling.
Dude, he's going to see red, bro.
That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be it's going to be like the RDA fight where I'm just yelling like an old man, a drunk old man at the screen, like he can hear me to get off the cage. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right.
I should place a bet on Hooker jumping a Gilly. I have a feeling.
I wonder if that's even a line.
Dude, it's what Poirier would want, bro.
I have a bad feeling this podcast is going to lead us down the road of sports gambling.
$1,000 on Hooker by Gilly, bro. 1,000.
Hey, if you bet on Dustin on at least one Gilly attempt, that is free money, baby.
I'm gonna be a millionaire, dude.
Unless he's fighting Islam.
He had a choke attempt. It wasn't that he didn't jump it though.
Yeah.
He didn't do it though, which is bullshit.
Kind of disappointing. It was the end of the round, Dustin. Do it.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
All right. Fourth fight, Tai Tuivasa and Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Carson, you want to go first again?
Bro, I don't have too many opinions on these last two, to be honest. I know Ty's good. Ty can do it, but I don't know enough about Rozenstruik to be like, oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But
he's big and he's black and he looks like Derek Lewis.
feel like you're trying to tell me something right now.
So you're gonna go with Ty?
I'll just go with Ty just for the shits and giggles, bro.
And it's heavyweight, so obviously it's KO.
Absolutely, dude. KO first round.
Logan?
I'm taking Rosenstrike by bonk.
Alright.
I think Ty's gonna want to brawl, and Jairzinho's Rosenstrike's only move, the check left hook, is just gonna kill him.
We don't know, though. We gotta see if Rosenstrike gets out of jail, because Colby just caught him, being a pedo.
Oh, dude, that's right, bro. That's fucking
Hopefully
crazy,
he makes it.
dude.
Hopefully he makes it.
Wait, was that actually Jairzinho?
No, it was just some black guy that was bald and had a beard.
That shit's so funny, bro.
I saw it, and that's what I thought immediately. And then I went, the first comment, bro caught Rosenstrike during fight week.
Dude, that's crazy, dude.
Fight week's getting to Jairzinho.
I don't know is he allowed to do that, dude? I don't know if he's allowed to do that, bro.
The fact that Colby Covington... The fact that Colby Covington is the guy that's yelling at him too.
Funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Upstanding citizen and moral role model.
Dude, when I think of a model citizen, I think of Colby Covington, bro.
Alright. I'm gonna go with Carson, and I'm gonna pick Ty Tuivasa. The reason for that is because we all know Ty loves a brawl. And I think that Ty wins more brawl-style fights than he loses.
Yeah.
And it's Jairzinho Rosenstrike, which he's not a very technical, not a very, good... I mean, I don't really know, I guess, but he's not...
kickboxer, mind you.
No, he's not.
Still terrible.
Guys, I know Ty hasn't won in 2 years now, but...
Didn't he just lose to... Or, wait, did he beat that... one dude, the old hairy Russian guy?
Oh, he lost to Tybura, bro.
Did he really? That's what I think. Okay.
Yeah,
my apologies to Jairzinho.
Fucking rough, dude.
My apologies to Jairzinho Rosenstrike, but he just doesn't compared to Ty and technicality. I feel like I feel like Ty thrives with the chaos, and I feel like Jairzinho Rosenstrike will not Not like that. Not that Ty is Francis Ngannou, but similar to that fight, where under the pressure, under the pressure, I feel like Ty will win a dirty chaos brawl, and Rosenstrike will. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like how Gane was able to circle, jab, teep, hammer fist to the back of the head. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I feel like Ty's just going to catch him. That's it. That's basically it.
Ty has lost 4 in a row, man. I don't trust Ty.
Yeah, I know. Guys, listen. I know Ty's not doing too well, but
one was to Gane. Gane's better, right? Gane's better. One was to Volkov, which was he got Ezekiel choked on the ground, and Volkov's once you get full mount in your head.
Volkov whipped his ass for the entirety of that.
Yeah, that was sad.
What were the other two?
Pavlovich
Sergey?
And
it's fucking Sergey.
Marcin Tybura, bro.
Fuck. I'm still going with Ty. I love Ty. I just want to see a Stewie.
Come on, bro.
I would be a much happier person if Ty won this fight. But objectively, they're both bad. They're both bad.
Yeah.
I'm picking the heavyweight whose chin is maybe slightly less washed.
I'm taking Ty. I think Ty's going to do it. All right, and God, I don't even know what to pick for the last one. Li Jing Liang and Carlos Paredes. Logan, go for it.
Because I haven't heard of this guy either. Honestly,
I don't know who that is. No offense to you, mate, Carlos Paredes. No offense, mate.
I've technically heard. Yeah, he only has 2 fights in the UFC.
I was gonna say, he has 2 fights in the UFC so far. So
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your game.
How do they do? Let's see.
Sorry, I was not familiar with your game.
Well, I mean, he had a second round stop and a first round stop, and they were both wins, so he's not bad.
Get a chance.
Is the Leech ranked?
No, and he's also 19-8.
I'm gonna pick the guy who's been in the UFC for a hot second.
All right.
Not a bad idea.
But
Logan picks
I'm gonna pick the Leech.
Lee. All right.
I mean, Trevin Giles is... I don't think he's very good. And who's the other guy?
No idea who that is either. I've heard of the Radke mate, but I couldn't tell you anything about him.
I've heard of them, though. I don't think either of them are very... very good.
I mean...
Oh, God. Charles Radke fought Blood Diamond. Do you know who that is?
No.
It's the guy from Izzy's team who's, like, bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Carson, do you have a pick on this that you would like to share?
Fuck it. I don't know nothing about Carlos, so I'll just go with Xing Liang.
All right, and Logan finish, or both of you finish, or TKO?
Oh, God. I have no idea. Lee by finish. That's the best I got.
Carson?
Yeah, finish. I'll go finish too.
I'm gonna take the new guy. I don't know. I like him. He's coming off a hot streak. I think he's making three finishes in a row.
Bro says hot streak. He's just 2 fights in the UFC.
It's a hot streak, man. It's a hot streak.
He is on a better winning streak than Alexander Volkanovski.
Exactly.
He's got to be better than Volk then, dude.
He can take him.
That's what I would.
He can take him.
All right.
Oh, God.
Sweet. First segment done. UFC 305 picks are in the book. Not a single submission is on here.
I don't think any of these fighters have this. Besides probably Hooker.
Gamrot.
Hooker and Gamrot. I don't think any of these fights have a chance in hell going by submission.
Dude, what do you mean? You don't think Izzy by armbar or something, bro?
I would rather pick Dricus by armbar. that seems very Dricus-like.
I feel like, yeah, if anyone gets... Honestly, dude, that fight, I feel like if anybody gets finished, I feel like it's Dricus.
Gets finished gets a finish?
Just gets finished.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I feel like it would be Dricus. Izzy is actually a good defensive grappler. I don't think he would get submitted.
Yeah, no, Izzy's pretty good getting back up if he can't get back up.
Yeah.
And Dricus is retarded. So
cut.
Well, like he's not like he's kind of like he gets him down. He does the rugby tackle. Yeah. But and then it's after that you're basically just it's a matter of time before you get back up, or he just lays on you. Unless you're Derek Brunson and you just get, your head bounced off the canvas. But that's Derek
Brunson also just stopped fighting.
Yeah.
He just kind of laid there.
You kind of got to keep doing that usually.
Yeah.
And Dricus was almost too tired to hit him, and he was just laying there.
That fight is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
I just remember watching it like, what? Like, what am I watching, man?
Dude, this is what I pay $0 to see.
Oh, all right. I would like to turn your guys' attention to the UFC 305 prelims.
Do we want to go?
And we got to keep an eye on one Lana Santos. She is
Bro has very specific taste in the prelims. This guy.
She's a very good grappler. I can literally not tell you. I could literally not tell you what country she's from, but I'm assuming a sexy one.
It's Brazil. I don't know.
Crazy, bro.
I'm telling you now, it's Brazil.
I'm gonna send you guys a little video that I was watching before the podcast.
The bro had this one up on the toilet, bro.
It's a very good display of her grappling skills. And least assured, I'm very very excited to watch her fight. I sound like a pedophile.
You are.
But still.
Bro?
5'8", 125 pounds. Sign me up, baby. Dana, I identify as a 125-pound female.
That's a cap on segment 1. What do you want to do for segment 2? I kind of want to talk Sandhag and Umar.
Oh yeah. I totally forgot that even happened. Hold up, I'm gonna pull up the fight while we. Did you watch it, Carson?
I did watch that one. Yeah.
All right, sweet. So we all saw it.
Thankfully.
Yeah, we all
preliminary. Let's go around and share fucking hell. Preliminary thoughts.
Umar's fucking.
Anybody start?
I mean, shit. Whoa, you're not fucking kidding, dude. That was great.
Umar's gay. He's gay. That's what he is.
He's fucking good though, dude.
That's how I feel about all the Dagestanis, man.
I'm objectively kind of disappointed that Sandhagen took this fight, man.
Yeah,
and just because he's just a dog, like he wanted to fight. He just like give me this fight. But
he's a legend for fucking taking it, bro. But I mean, it hurts.
Umar did well. Umar did really well.
He didn't even really need the grappling to win it at all either.
No,
he's one of those Dagestanis with both.
Bro.
He's got both, man.
Yeah,
and it's not like
he is that guy, bro.
I'm standing on this that Islam is not. I'm not gonna say. Never mind. I always like the argument that if Islam couldn't wrestle, he wouldn't be as good as he was. But he actually is a really good striker.
He's pretty good.
I just can't bring myself to like give Dagestanis props. I just fucking hate them. Tired of seeing them win UDs.
Dude, what do you mean you're tired of all the wrestle fucking? Bro?
Hey, Islam doesn't win UDs. Islam finishes everybody.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but then there's like Islam where it's like you just want to see Islam lose and then he wins by fucking finish. You're like, man, fuck you, Islam.
There's some crazy bullshit,
all
bro.
Your favorite fighters.
Exactly, especially one Charles Oliveira.
So I will never be giving. I wonder who he's fighting. Oh,
dude, did you see that? Not to get off topic, but did you see that they want to give him and Sarukian a rematch for the interim belt because Islam's injured?
Really?
I'm not a huge.
There's talks about it.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's not the worst thing ever.
It's Charles' chance to get his hands on gold again, so I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah,
I'm a massive fan. I'm a huge fan of it.
Okay, let's say hypothetically Charles loses again, though.
I'll kill myself.
Problem solved.
Bro is tying the rope as we speak.
I would kill myself. It would be the end. I can't take another. Dude, I cannot take another Charles loss.
You would crumble, bro. It would be over for you.
I think you'd have to find a new favorite fighter.
No, I will never.
We'd have to brainwash Jason. Just show him.
Speaking of
hypnotize him, bro.
Speaking of having to find new fighters, and speaking of the Corey Sandhagen card, when is Tony Ferguson going to just fucking retire?
He kind of did.
Oh god, dude.
Tony retired.
He did not.
He half retired, bro. I'm a little concerned, dude.
He just.
That's better than nothing, which is what I expected.
How old is Tony now?
Old as
41?
74, 75?
I'm guessing 37.
I mean, in fighter years, yes.
I'm guessing 37.
One of us
40, dude.
One of us has to make it to the UFC and get to the lightweight or welterweight division and fight him and then let him win.
Let him win.
Tony's 40.
Yeah, he's 40. Jesus. Come on. Just stop, Tony. Just retire already.
Seriously.
It's painful watching him fight now, dude.
It really is. He can't compete in the grappling at all.
Yeah.
At all.
His joints must just be giving out.
Gone.
Like you can see it.
This dude said he went to therapy or physical therapy after he destroyed his knee.
Yeah.
For the one Khabib fight that got canceled. Never happened, and he's never been the same after that.
It's just sad.
Dude, I know, bro. It's like, oh my god. Every time, dude, I feel like crying every time I fucking watch, bro. I'm like, just stop, Tony. Stop taking the fights.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not even fun anymore. It's like, there's no hope.
So fucking depressed, bro. It's like, come on. Please.
There's no hope. it's like, there's not even like, he might do it. No, it was just like, dude,
Nope.
just hang it up, man.
Nope. Literally, as soon as the other person begins to grapple, Tony just loses instantly.
Yeah. No, yeah. Umar is probably the winner of Merab and Sean.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
I think he beats Merab.
You know what I like? I think Umar gets winner, and I think Figueiredo either gets the loser or Corey.
I'd be happy if those. I think Figueiredo Jan is also a good option.
Yeah.
Or Jan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got Jan. So maybe Jan gets the winner or the loser, and then Figueiredo Corey.
Yeah. Or
because Jan deserves to fight. Jan deserves a chance.
Yeah. Honestly, any one of those fights, like Jan versus the loser, Corey, a Corey rematch with Jan would be fun too. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Umar just showed off. I think he has a really good understanding of striking. I don't think he's gonna like a perfect striker. He's not gonna just go out and knock people out and walk people down, but he just understands positioning and just good fundamental defensive striking.
I also in that fight, I feel like we didn't get to see his full display either because of the fact that he was fighting a Dagestani wrestler. So it's like you're always just going to be like waiting for a shot, and that limited him a little bit.
Yeah. But Umar's also had just good basic footwork. He had a good jab, lots of really long kicks.
Yeah, but I feel like Corey was just expecting to, he was in the forefront of his mind. He was trying to defend takedowns. I remember watching it right now. It's just like he isn't throwing as much as he wants to. It's the same with Dustin and Islam. I remember when I was watching with Dustin and Islam, I was like, dude, throw your punches, dude. Yeah. But he was too worried about defending the takedowns.
No, I think what also kind of killed Corey's ability for offense though is I think he was a lot slower than Umar, because every time he'd try to put punches together against Umar would just throw back 3 punches faster than Corey could do anything about.
How old is Umar?
Young?
He's really young, I think. Less than 30.
28.
Yeah.
I think Corey's defense on the ground
it was amazing. It was awesome.
Right. But that was his focus. Really well. His focus wasn't his striking in that fight.
Yeah.
It was not getting submitted. Yeah. That's the problem with fighting a Dagestani.
He set on the feet then for it, so
right. That's what that's the problem with fighting these guys, where it's just by them being such good
problem.
Right. And so not only now do you lose on the ground, but you lose on the feet too, because Islam and Umar are both phenomenal strikers.
Yeah.
And you're also fighting the entire time where it's if the striking isn't working, I'm going to just get backed. So it's they're just so goddamn good.
Yeah. And
Umar, and it makes you want to die.
Umar's striking is the perfect, diffusing style. It's so hard to look good or really do anything, because he's just defensively sound, really just doesn't overextend himself ever. Kind of just keeps you.
His front kicks are crazy.
Oh, yeah, they're really good.
He is such a good striker. And also Usman, who's not even in the UFC, is a phenomenal striker.
Yeah, Nurmagomedov, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they come from I think it's wushu, actually, is kind of their background maybe a little bit. It's weird. It's kind of it's not normal kickboxing. It's some weird kickboxing.
No.
But it's good, man. And I think Islam is actually a legitimately very good striker.
I mean, he head kicked Volk. I mean,
he's just so
what?
He's just so fundamental.
Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up, bro. I didn't mean to bring that up.
No. You know what this fight?
What did you say,
dude? He what? I don't remember this. Show me the evidence.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what this fight gave me, though? Which is just a terrible, terrible hot take that I hate that I've developed.
What?
Corey Sandhagen's not a championship level fighter. He lost to Sterling.
Or is it?
He lost to Jan. He lost to washed Dillashaw. And now he lost to Umar.
What? He lost that fight?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
On the scorecards he did. But think about it. If Corey was like a true like dominant champion, which is like what we all want him to be and like almost kind of think of him as, he should crush TJ in that fight. That fight should not be close.
Why have I lived my entire life thinking that Corey won that fight? I've seen that fight. How do I not remember? What? What?
He's fucking baffled.
I legitimately have been thinking this entire time that, like, every time I see it pop up on my like YouTube feed, it's like, oh yeah, Corey won that fight. I mean, I can't. I'm an idiot. I feel like I watched that card.
It's okay, Pookie Bear.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everyone kind of just like acknowledges that Sandhagen probably deserves to win that fight, but it was still close. It was still close.
So they just gave TJ fucking pretty privilege or some shit, or what? Didn't he get like flying kneed fucking like 3 times or something like that? Or he had one really bad one that he like that Corey like turned into a reverse like triangle.
That was the first round, but then TJ got like off of that, got like 2.5 minutes of top control, and landed.
Yeah, that EPO stuff is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you see
TJ
it
has a good case to win that fight. Honestly, I rewatched it not too long ago.
I'll have to rewatch it. I don't know why I don't know why I just thought that.
But it's just crazy. Like Sandhagen, he lost to Sterling, he lost to Jan, Dillashaw, and now Umar. He could just never get over that hump of just like. And I don't think it's
getting to that next level.
I don't think it's like anything technical or even like mental. I just think like physically, I don't think he can compete with these guys. Kind of like Sterling. Just kind of crushed him because he's huge.
How do you think he'd do against Sean?
I think it'd be a close fight, but I think Sean would just do more damage because he hits harder.
Yeah.
Like they're very similar, but I think Sean would just
that however many percent better.
Yeah, Sean would just every exchange. Sean would just like be like, oh, they both landed a shot, but Sean landed, so he probably did a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thought
I'm
to
watching
have.
this.
It's like I fucking love Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
But I think
it's just it's like a 2-punch, 3-punch situation though.
Yeah, I just think he lacks just that little bit of speed. Or just like just a tiny little bit off of each of his athleticism sliders behind.
It's a special sauce, dude.
Yeah, because like
he's also getting a little old, isn't he?
For a bantamweight, kinda, yeah.
How old is he?
He's not old. He's 32, but it's like
32 is not bad.
That's not old, but it's like he pretty much has to like if he's gonna win a title.
All these guys are young, man. Yeah.
If he's gonna win a title, it pretty much has to be. I'm gonna say within his next 4 fights. Even less. Maybe his next 3.
It's a depressing topic, dude.
It is a depressing topic. But
I'm just feeling sad now, bro.
It's the bantamweight division, bro. This division.
I look at him too.
This division is fucking insane.
That's packed, bro.
Good.
You got to be good to do it, man.
Fucking there's Corey Sandhagen is debatably based on this hot take is not a good enough fighter to win a title in the bantamweight division. Like this level of fighter, this division has Sean, who I think is really good. It has Murad, it has Jan, it has a former champion, another former champion in Figueiredo, another former champion in Jose Aldo, and then just like a bunch of dangerous contenders lurking around too.
Yeah.
Cheeto, I don't think Cheeto's like a championship level fighter, but he's dangerous. Umar's in this division now.
Piggy.
Yeah, I think I said Davison.
Oh, I love Figgy. Figgy's awesome.
Dude, Figgy's good. I love Figgy, bro.
Have you seen the compilation of his goblin run after he like hurt somebody? It's so fucking funny.
Dude,
it looks like a goblin,
that man, bro.
I know.
So
I know. It's when he like fucking literally murders Jose Benavidez in like cold blood,
and he's like running after him.
And the right, it's like a right
fucking
hand.
love that shit,
I think
bro.
it's a right hand he lands after. It's just like fucking disgusting. Just stiffens.
Going for the kill.
I think, okay, I kind of want to go back on one more card and talk about 304 because we haven't really talked about it, I feel like. Me and Logan did for a little bit, but then we started talking about Holloway and Topuria, which we can talk about later.
We could always.
We never really.
Holloway, Topuria.
I kind of want to just hear everybody's thoughts. Like, because you watched it, right? You watched it, Carson.
It was 304.
That's Belal and Leon.
Manchester.
Gotcha. Yes, I did watch this one. Yeah.
I
just wanted to. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but just.
I got a couple of points. I think I'll just lay it out there. I think first one, negative. I think people hate Belal because they have nothing to latch onto. Like, think of every like champion. They have like some signature move, something like. O'Malley and like Topuria have like their right hand, or like O'Malley has his front kick right hand. Topuria has like his boxing and his stupidly overpowered like right hook.
And he's fucking sexy.
Pantoja has like
unrelated.
Has all of his like weird back takes and just like letting that dog out. Like Pereira has his weird kicking style and the left hook. Belal is just kind of whatever he needs to be to win the fight.
He's a guy, man. He just gets it done, dude.
Like Belal is just this is insane to do this, but he's literally like the Bruce Lee quote where it's like be water. He's just exactly what he needs to be to win the fight. If that includes brawling and letting the dog out, he'll do that, but he'll also win the most boring, uneventful decision you've ever seen in your entire life.
He doesn't have the dog, but he can become the dog.
It's just
basically, like he can force himself to do anything to win a fight, and I think fans don't like that because there's nothing like, oh, I love watching Belal.
There's nothing
grapple.
Like, I hate him because of this. I hate him because of this.
I think of it as you think of Leon and you're like, oh yeah, headshot dead. You think of Usman and it's just like fucking
the right hand he landed on,
crazy rest,
and the right hand he landed
and
on.
It's just dominant wrestling. Yeah. And then you think of like Pereira and you think of him just nuking people. Then you think of Belal and you're just like, fuck. It's just fucking Belal.
Objectively, most of his like, at least his last, like the Burns fight was boring. The Leon fight was pretty exciting. The Brady fight was very exciting. He's not even that boring of a He's not even the most.
People
boring
just give him
fighter
shit just to give him shit,
imaginable.
bro.
I just think they just hate him because he wins in the easiest way possible.
You guys have seen the Deadpool movies, right?
Everyone except the
second one.
Yeah, I've seen the second one.
He's literally of the champions in the UFC. He's like Tim. That's Belal.
Okay, can we just... I got a couple points with 304, too. First of all, Belal dropping Leon on his head almost twice,
it's
like a fucking baby.
Was
funny
twice.
Fuck, dude.
Twice.
That was the funniest thing ever, dude.
The edits,
I was dying,
the edits I've seen of that were hilarious. Someone of Leon getting dumped in the toilet.
Fucking
second
idiot.
With that one. Have you guys seen the picture of Leon literally just looking like fucking depressed as he's sitting there with Belal wrestling him, dude? I can't find the fucking picture. But he literally looks like he wants to fucking cry, bro. It's so sad to look at.
He should. He's a fucking such a little bitch for what
was
he did there.
Doing, bro? Oh my god, dude. It's crazy.
My theory, this is what I was talking to Logan about. My theory is that he just got fucking comfortable with that belt. And he saw Belal, and he's like, "Oh, it's Belal. Like I don't care. Like
fuck this guy
you
up,
saw
dude.
Yeah, you saw it in the press conference. You saw it in all the interactions on UFC Embedded. Like he did. It wasn't even. It was worse than disrespecting Belal. He didn't even give him like acknowledgement. He didn't even like. He didn't. He thought he was dirt. Nothing. Like he's like it's Belal. He literally said in the press conference, it's Belal. Like, I'm not
I saw that, dude. I was like, it's over, dude. Bilal's getting that fucking belt, bro.
One, like, okay, so you're fighting a world champion title fight, right? So the guy that you're fighting against is obviously of championship caliber. Like, there's a reason you're fighting him, right? And I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I mean, this is a theory, obviously, but it's like I don't understand how you don't just meticulously prepare for a 5-round title fight. Worst case scenario, like you're fighting Belal on fucking steroids. You know what I mean? Like you got like that's what that's what I would be doing if I was a champion. Like I wouldn't be giving him the light of day. I would if I'm fighting a guy that I don't think is threatening, I would be like, all right, I should be finishing this guy in like 2 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that Leon slept on Belal. I think that he went into the fight thinking that he was going to win. I think he got comfortable with his belt. And I think he was going to get I think he thought he was going to get a freebie, and he didn't because Belal actually trained. Belal was like, I'm in a title fight.
What are you doing?
That's what I thought. And Belal trained because, I mean, we all know Belal is a workhorse. Like, as boring as he may be,
he's probably the best game planner in the sport.
Yeah.
But either way, like you said, he'll go deep if he has to go deep. He'll dig deep if he has to dig deep. And he had to dig deep, and that's what he did. And Leon just was like, whatever.
He gave up, bro. Leon gave up, dude. In real time, we watched him give up.
Just sad, man.
This is Leon Edwards' whole career, though. Like, he is, like, his crippling weakness is that he loses focus in fights. And I think his style reflects that, like, generally. He is someone who lets the other fighter have the initiative a lot of the time. And he gets away with it because he's wickedly fast, wickedly like athletic. He's strong and he's huge. And it's like the same thing with Izzy. They take shortcuts like all the time, and they get away with it, and they're like allowed to do it because they just are mentally lazy, and they'll find their moments to win.
Get away with it.
They're not winning. They're not dedicated to winning every second of every round. And Leon, like, when he's at his best, like in the second fight, third fight with Kamaru, like, he can become, like, a fighter who is dedicated to winning every second of every round. He did that against Usman. But I just he can't do that consistently. And I think he was just mentally not in it against Belal. His style just leads him to fighting like that.
He just didn't look like he wanted to be there, bro. It was sad.
And it's because, like, credit to Belal, he literally, I thought this was even if Leon had a bad night, this is a terrible style matchup for Belal on paper. But he's kind of just proven that he can just fight through terrible style matchups.
He can fucking do it.
By just trying hard enough, kind of. Because he beat Leon by taking him down. That's like, there's like no, I literally went into this like, I could see Belal boxing Leon up a bit. I did not think Belal was going to get easy takedowns on Leon. That's just because Leon, mentally, he just
didn't take it seriously.
He fell asleep. I don't even know if he did. I mean, I don't even know if it was his training or not. Like, it's you can never really like say. I mean, Leon obviously trained hard because he's a fucking UFC fighter. They all train their asses off. But I think.
I think he trained his entire camp in the with the comforting thought in the back of his head. He's like, "Oh, it's Belal. I'll be fine anyway.
I'm gonna be able to do it, right?
No matter what he was doing. If he was doing it at 100%, he wasn't doing it at 110 like Belal was doing. You know, you see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing everything he was supposed to be doing, but with a comforting thought in his head.
I mean,
he shouldn't have. That's what I thought.
I mean, he's a champion. Like. When you're a champion, it's hard to train as hard as the contender. It's hard to be a champion like that because you're the one being chased, and I think Leon is just especially prone to that. Anyways, and like, I don't even think physically he wasn't even tired at the end of the fight. He just didn't want to do more. He didn't want to do more.
Yeah.
He didn't want to work. the whole time, which is what he.
That's what I wanted. That's what I hated.
He didn't look tired.
No, he wasn't tired. He wasn't even bleeding hard.
He
landed.
He was just out of it, dude.
Several significant strikes in like the last minute of the fight.
He split Leon's face, or he split Belal's face open.
But he just like could not.
I don't know.
Maybe if you would have done that the whole fucking fight, like.
If you're holding the belt and some guy is coming to take your belt, and you realize in round 3 or 4 and start around 5 that you're losing this fight, I just can't wrap my mind. I can't wrap my mind around just like, okay, fine. If I had a game plan, fuck the game plan, right? Like, I'm losing this fight. That's what I wanted. That's what separates the best fighters from the good fighters. Like, you got to throw the game plan out the window and you got to win the fight. I mean, whatever you got to do, you got to do. But we don't see that from Leon. He just kind of sits there and hope he lands a head kick. You know what I mean? And one time it worked. But once he's going with a game plan, his game plans are working. He's good. Like against Usman, the first time he was good. For the most of the fight against fucking Nate Diaz, he was doing fine. And luckily, he got caught at the end where he could just run around like an idiot. But
though. He lost focus. I don't blame him. That one he got caught more than just losing focus. This one he lost focus.
But what I'm saying is like he got away with that one because it was the very end of the round and he didn't. Nate's retarded and didn't finish him. And also, he didn't really have a lot of time, but it's also Nate. And he just, like, flipped him off for, like, a minute and a half instead of trying to finish him. But still, like, when Leon's, like, against Colby, dude, like, he had probably had a plan. Like, what we were talking about, he was surprised about how Colby was fighting, and he didn't really take an initiative on it. So,
yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm missing from Leon.
I mean, even it's in great fighters, too. Izzy's the same way. I could probably think of, like, there's more fighters you could probably think of that
I feel like Izzy's I don't know. Izzy's different than Leon in the fact that
is he?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Izzy's different because he got away with it longer.
I'm just thinking of how his fight with Pereira, the second one, and honestly the first one too.
Yeah,
that's why I think he's different because he got in there with Alex the first time. Keep in mind he was beating Alex for 4 and 1/4 rounds, not by just like counter punching. He wasn't. Alex was pressing, but Izzy was fighting. He wasn't doing the whole like runaway leg kick. Like he was fighting. He bonked Alex in the end of the first round.
Counterpoint.
Second fight.
Counterpoint. I think Alex was winning the first round until Izzy hurt him. Alex won the second round. Izzy wrestled the third round. So clear Izzy round. Alex was like gassed, recovered through the fourth round, and Izzy didn't press him. Alex was fucking gone. He was gassed. Izzy didn't press him. He let him off the hook. Alex recovered, started winning the end of the fourth round, and then finished him in the fifth.
Counterpoint. Izzy never ever looked how he looked against. There was something different, and keep in mind he's fighting Alex Pereira, which is, it takes a lot away from the other fighter because it's fucking Alex Pereira. But Izzy never looked like how he looked against Cannonier, Vettori, even Whitaker the second time. His eyes were different. He was ready to fight. Even if he didn't push as much as he should have pushed, it was a different gear than he was the previous fights. And that's why I think he's different. And the second fight, when he needed to do something, even if it was the very last thing where he's like, okay, well, I'm dying and I need to just do something. And he did it.
Leon head kicking Usman, by the way.
And that's Leon head kicking Usman. But the first fight more, it's like even though like he was in a tussle most of the fight, like he was doing something. Like he was ready to do stuff. And now I feel like I like Izzy more than Leon for that aspect. But also I also feel like Leon just totally disregarded Belal, and that's why I'm angry with him.
But I feel like this one though is just like a magnitude above the other ones though, with just not taking it seriously at all.
I think Leon has this issue worse than Izzy has this.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Issue. But they definitely both have like the same mental, like, the neuroses. I mean, This is fucking Leon versus Belal it's just Izzy versus Strickland. That's what this fight is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking at the back of my head. I was thinking at the back of my head when I was talking about Alex's fight. I was like, "Oh yeah, he fought Strickland like this."
They're the same fighter.
Did he just? I still don't know what happened with that Strickland fight, bro.
I think that okay, but again, like this Leon one is, it stands out to me because, whether you give it to Izzy being lackadaisical or you give it to Sean for actually timing a good punch, he concussed the shit out of Izzy.
Yeah,
like he dropped.
I'm convinced that's what he did, bro.
He dropped him and then rocked him, right? And Izzy, it wasn't. He didn't look like it was affecting him that much in the second round, but it was affecting him. And not only that was he was fighting on the back foot for some reason because Sean was just walking down and Izzy wasn't doing anything about it. But he got hurt bad.
Yeah,
Belal didn't hurt Leon at all, ever. He didn't hurt him. He didn't like.
Maybe besides the head drop.
Tried to choke him a couple times, and like he dumped him on his head, but he never hurt Leon. That fight was there for Leon to take the advantage if he really wanted to.
He was mentally there.
You could and you could make the argument against Izzy's fight where it's like he was hurt really bad in the first round. So how much did that affect him throughout the rest of the fight?
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, how much did that affect him?
My counterpoint against Izzy is Izzy won the second round after getting hurt like that, and then he just decided not to do that anymore after the second round.
Well, then again, but that would just make...
Did he go on autopilot or something though? Like, I don't know.
That would make a good point for me then, because Izzy came back after getting bopped and then winning a round.
Leon did it too.
And you could combine...
Leon did it too.
Did he?
He won a round.
I feel like Leon lost. Didn't Leon lose all of the rounds?
He took Bilal's...
Wasn't the second round he got...
Third round, he
won
Bilal's
one of the
back like the whole round.
Oh, yeah. But again, he didn't get bonked. He was just getting, like, outpointed. Because he was fighting like a dickhead. That's what I think this fight is a stinker compared to, like, some of the other title fights. You know what I mean? Like, Izzy had to... Like, Izzy got dropped bad. And then he ate like 18 punches in a row. Like Leon just fucking fucked off for the first two rounds. It wasn't like he got like hurt bad or anything. I still remain pissed at Leon.
It's just Belal, man. It's just Belal.
Funny point though. Did you see his coach literally clip farming him in the last round? The start of the last. Do you want me to throw the towel in? And then Leon's like, "Shut the fuck up." That was so like. Well, first of all, like, what are you doing, coach? like Leon was just pissed. He's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Dude, I heard him. He's like, "Shut up, dude." Oh my god.
I mean, honestly,
do you want me to throw the towel in as crazy to your champion? That's crazy.
Dude, no. Don't throw the fucking towel in, dude. Like, what are you saying right now, man?
Yeah. I mean,
he was pissed.
But here's the thing, though. I would be totally unsurprised if they rematched and Leon just kicked Bilal's ass for 25 minutes.
Same thing with Izzy and Strickland, honestly.
Yeah.
You can argue seriously. The details. They have the same issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Leon had it worse.
I think Leon does have it worse. But I think Leon has consistently fought better people, though, than Izzy has.
I have one more thing from 304 that I found hilarious was our boy, King Green. The goofiest shit ever against Paddy Pimblett, bro.
He just pressed the jujitsu button on Paddy.
Excuse me, what the fuck were you thinking, dude? Watching that in real time was crazy.
Dude went for a takedown, got guillotined, triangled, and armbarred all within like 30 seconds.
Like, Paddy has several submissions he could try from here, and I'm like, oh my god, bro.
He armbarred him while he was unconscious.
That was brutal, yeah. Also, Tom...
That's just BM, bro, I mean...
Tom bonked another guy, and he learned absolutely nothing once again.
We're skipping. We don't have to talk about Tom.
Nah, that's all I want to say.
Tom is
we learned nothing.
Tom is just Tom.
Bonked him, it was over, dude. That was crazy.
Tom just did Tom things. Patty, I like that Patty actually looked good in the fight.
Yeah. He took a smart approach.
Oh, I mean, it was
He
completely Bobby's
smart approach.
It was completely Bobby's fault, but like it was.
Before that, he was like throwing a lot of kicks. He wasn't boxing with Bobby. I mean,
it was nice to see a solid Patty win.
Yeah, I'd be a fucking idiot. Chin pointed towards the fucking sky.
Another fighter.
He's got a chin.
Another fighter that's fighters from Leon Edwards syndrome. Cheeto.
Yeah, Cheeto. Yeah. Yep. Well, is that okay? I feel like, here to clarify my whole point with Leon was that this particular fight, he just took his foot completely off the gas.
Yeah.
Leon is a fantastic fighter. Whether he does lose focus in his fights, whether he doesn't, like his talent makes up for it. This fight with Belal made me want to rip my fucking eyeballs out of my head and shove them up my own ass. Like, I don't like this fight. It was awful from Leon. From Leon's standards, like Leon lost at least 3 rounds, at least. And he has never done that against any. He had what was his winning fight streak?
12.
Like 12, 12 fight winning streak. It's unbeaten because of that one because he fucking poked Belal. But like, yes, you can take your foot off the gas, but he pretty soundly beat a lot of guys. This was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he had a bad night, and you can never have a bad night when you're the champion.
He had an awful night. He had a miserable night.
That's not just bad, bro. That was like fucking. That was a nightmare level, dude.
And to not even get over it, and to do okay. He cut him open in the last literally. I think it was the last 15 seconds of the fight. But man, dude, I don't know. I remember I was just sitting there. I don't remember what you were doing, Logan, but I was just like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah.
I literally can't get over that head drop, bro.
Dude, what is he doing?
It was so fucking funny.
If somebody dumped me on my
head, bro.
If someone dumped me on my head, I would be like, all right, you're getting punched in the fucking face. You know what I mean?
Almost twice, too, dude. That's embarrassing, bro.
He did do it twice.
That shit was hilarious, dude.
A little more credit can also go to Belal. I think Belal fought away. That just essentially convinced Leon to fight like that too. Leon never had any space. He was either getting pushed into the fence. Belal was just throwing. He was just a volume the entire time on the feet.
I think Belal did. Yeah,
I
think Belal did fantastic.
Forward.
Yeah, he did exactly what he had to do.
And then as soon as Leon stood still, just double leg, take his back. Leon never had any time to build any momentum or do anything except.
I think that I think Belal did fantastic. He did everything he needed to do for a fucking Leon that was doing absolutely nothing. If you're Leon Edwards,
the way Belal fought probably
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. He capitalized. He did what Leon should have done to Colby. That's what Belal did. A very good top of his game Leon Edwards would get respect from Belal, making him afraid to close him down and to shoot. Whether that's knees, whether it's his elbows, whether it's his hands or his kicks, exactly how he fought the first time. Belal was just I don't want to get close to him. It hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't talk about it anymore.
Belal also took a much better boxing approach in the rematch.
I think the best Belal is still one full level below the best Leon, and the shittiest Leon came out, so Belal won.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could rematch it, and I think Leon could come out and probably
I think he would. I think he would win, no question. I think he would be going through the whole camp.
He should win.
I think if you're Leon, the only thing going through my head is I cannot believe I got not just lost, I got embarrassed in front of my own country, like that. That's the only thing that would be going through my head, and I would be suicidal until I got to fight him again and beat him.
Yeah, or we're just
I think.
Underrating Belal, and he's gonna have four title defenses.
I think I'm not. I'm rating Belal.
He's good enough too, dude. He's good,
but I just think Leon at his best is a better fighter than Belal ever can be. But Leon wasn't his best, So Belal won because Belal is a very good fighter. You can't be off your game with Belal. I'm not trashing Belal. I'm saying Leon is better.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Leon.
If Belal's on his game again, though, I think
I'm blaming Leon for that. I'm blaming Leon for that whole fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I think
it would have been a different story if Leon would have been on his game, and I think we would have been having a different conversation. So
Leon versus Leon Usman 3, if that Leon showed up against Belal will not win.
Yeah, but that's like once in a lifetime Leon. I don't know if we ever see that Leon again.
But it happened.
It did happen.
And it happened against arguably one of the best welterweights ever.
It's chance at that
with
point,
no knees.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for like a nice slicing knee or an elbow in a clinch or like a straight pummeling left to catch him in, and none of it ever happened.
I know. I was waiting.
Mad.
I was like, "What is Leon gonna Is he gonna do something?" Or
I had to go home and watch him fight Usman
never
again.
happened.
Yeah. Leon, the entire fight, he didn't throw anything that when he threw strikes, it was just thrown to just knock Belal out. He didn't throw anything in between, no leg kicks, no jabs, no nothing to the body. It was just
I didn't set anything up. It was just terrible.
Big, huge shifting punches. Nothing in between.
It wasn't the Leon that we were used to seeing.
No.
I mean, I think Leon is just on paper. Leon's a terrible matchup for Belal. That's why I'd pick him to win this. Though I think Belal might objectively be maybe not better skill-wise a fighter, but as a consistent person to show up and win fights, I think Belal might be a better fight winner than Leon is.
Well, he is right now.
Because he doesn't.
He just took the belt from him.
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah, Leon's a dickhead. Fuck Leon. Fucking hell.
I don't think Belal will ever have a night where he comes out and looks bad.
Terrible, yeah.
And if
Leon bad.
If he does,
I think Belal.
And if he does, even if he loses 2 rounds terribly, he's probably either gonna figure it out by the later part of the fight, or just go insane. I think Belal would just go insane if he's losing badly.
I think with these welterweights that are coming up, I think Belal one. I hate to sound like just a total hater on Belal, but I guess that's what I am. I don't like I think the way Dana said it, I'm more of I've always been like this with sports. Whatever it is, it's just whatever I'm doing it at 110%. So whether that's soccer or whatever, fucking just running or whatever. So I think Dana said something do you want people to just come out, when you come out, people actually chanting your name, loving your name, or the worst thing you could have happen is you come out and nobody gives a flying fuck about you. And that's what Belal is. Love him, good guy, great guy, but the just good enough attitude isn't yes, he's a good fighter, but how Logan was saying, he just does what he has to do just to get a W. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas you have fighters Leon's not this fighter either. Izzy's not this fighter, but you have fighters that are just out there to just like Ilya. He just the only thing he talks about is just fucking killing people. Alex, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever. Belal with that attitude and his skill, I feel loses. No matter who he fights next, he loses. That's what I think.
Okay. I'm just theorizing this now. I think he has a chance to beat both Shavkat and Jack Della Maddalena.
For fuck's sake, dude.
Listen,
JDM maybe.
How big is that chance, though?
I'm gonna mute myself quick because I gotta go to the bathroom, but keep talking.
I don't know how much we really know about Shavkat. I don't know if Shavkat's a truly disciplined fighter. And if Belal is anything, he is a disciplined fucking
Belal's
fighter.
the better striker too, so.
But I don't know.
Yeah. You're right. I don't know if we know enough.
I think.
I mean, yeah.
Shavkat got into a war with Jeff Neal for no explainable reason whatsoever.
True.
I think Belal probably dies in that war.
Probably. Yeah. Shavkat's a big guy.
Yeah, I think Shavkat will probably beat Belal. I think Della Maddalena might he might present a minor issue for Della Maddalena. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just one bad Della Maddalena performance. I mean, not even bad, but performance that I think Belal would look at.
Yeah.
It was. Have you watched much of Della Maddalena's fights, or?
No, I have not. So I can't comment too much on it.
He's really
Alright,
entertaining.
hold up.
So watch
Is he?
all of his fights.
Let's not.
Oh,
Here's my deal. Here's my deal with Shavkat.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's my deal with Shavkat. Let's not. Yes. He like all around. He's a decent fighter, but he's not like a maestro in any perfect. He's not perfect in any area, but he's like just really good at all of it. He's like really good. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, he got into a war with Jeff Neal. But let's not forget. Besides that one, I think it was like left straight hook. He didn't even. I don't think he wasn't even a knockdown. He ate like all the shots. This is the thing about Shavkat, right? He's from Kazakhstan, and like let's just take a look at his Twitter. The dude is like a movie villain. Like, and I don't know, like how you do it, however they do it over there in like the freaking descendants of the Mongol Empire. But these guys, like, they don't.
I saw it today, where it just like it's a History Channel thing talking about Genghis Khan, and then it was just Shavkat.
Yeah, yes, but like seriously, like this is what I'm talking about. Where it's like the thing about like fighting with or any sport. Talent gets you so far. Your craft and like you just physically gets you so far. The rest of it is your mentality. Bilal's mentality and Shavkat's mentality are so like different in the fact that Shavkat is like probably one of the guys that is like, I don't care. Like I'll get killed or you'll get killed. That's just how it is. I'm not afraid to die. I'll kill you or you will kill me. That's how Shavkat fights, and that mentality, and like the dude can eat a punch. Like Jeff Neal clocked him a couple of times, and he didn't. He just like went behind him and just snapped his neck. You know what I mean?
It's a killer mentality, bro. You got to have the killer mentality to do it.
It was, and yeah, it sounds crazy, but like it wasn't even the actual submission. He just went behind him and grabbed his neck and cranked the shit out of his neck.
Cringy, but that's what it is, dude. That's what it is.
No, exactly. So it's like if you're Belal and you're fighting this guy, that's just like you have. It's not Belal. Like okay, I'm gonna be technical, do what I need. No, it needs to be like all right, this guy's gonna literally try and kill me. And if I want to stop that, I have to kill him. I can't just coast through this because he's going to just walk at me. Kick, punch, elbow, everything. He threw like...
Can Belal do that?
Exactly. And I don't know. Maybe Belal can. But
try.
Dude, this dude Shavkat threw a 4 or 5 elbow combo against Jeff Neal. Like this dude just does whatever he wants to get you out of there. And if that doesn't work, he's just going to grab you and drag you to the ground. So I think that Shavkat beats him.
I'd pick Shavkat too, but I think Belal. I think Shavkat can lack discipline at times, like defensively. He kind of just can be.
He definitely
relaxed. I think I don't know, but that mentality of I'm going to go to war and kill this guy sometimes can just get you in trouble against a guy who's just very happy to win a boring decision.
I don't think Shavkat, first of all, is giant. I don't think Belal holds him like. That's the deciding
factor for me that I think swings it.
I don't think Belal holds him like how Leon or he could hold Leon because Leon. He's ripped, but he's got a pretty small frame. Like he's not.
Shavkat's
he's not very big.
Huge.
Shavkat is like huge really, and probably way stronger. Shavkat's got that like functional. He's got that functional body type. Like it's not like flash or anything, but goddamn, that dude is strong.
I think Shavkat's literally like Leon's body type. If you just like scaled him up, you just put like a magnifier.
Yeah,
he's got that farmer boy strength, bro. I'm telling you.
Exactly. That Mongol, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Ragdoll you, bro.
And I think Shavkat wins that pretty comfortably, if not finishes that fight.
Yeah, I'd pick Shavkat.
Call me a hater. You call me a hater.
Yeah, I think Shavkat wins. I don't know if I'd say comfortably, but then again, it depends on how good Belal is going into it. So
I think Belal would get around. So I think Belal, if he's losing, would actually just let the dog out a little bit.
And I think he would just die once that happened. Because Belal's not power. Belal does not have power. And if Jeff Neal doesn't put Jeff Neal bonked Shavkat pretty good, and Shavkat like did like a half chicken dance, and then just grabbed him and held him. Bilal's not gonna do that unless for some weird reason he catches him like perfectly. But I mean, Shavkat also doesn't have the head movement thing. Like he doesn't do head movement, but he also
doesn't believe in that weak pussy shit.
Exactly, he has an iron chin. I don't think Belal can crack it.
Shavkat's also like under 30, I think. So,
and JDM, I think it's actually a lot closer. But I think, yeah, I think Burns held him down for a little bit.
Yeah, that's
but
my thing. I think
Bilal could hold him down, but I think if it gets to the feet, JDM does not sit and just kind of wait. He'll go and do what he does.
Toxic style matchup on the feet, but like on the ground, I think Bilal might actually find like success because JDM's
if it's
given up a little bit of bottom. Like he's really good at like defensive wrestling and like getting back up against good guys too, like huge guys like Hafez and against Burns. But I think Bilal would just he'd be studying the shit out of those fights to try and pick things up.
I think that fight goes to wherever. So that fight goes to whoever either stays up the longest. Like if it's more ground control time, Bilal wins. If it's on the ground for longer, Belal wins. If it's up on the feet longer, then JDM wins. But it just depends on where the fight stays. So it all depends on if JDM can stay up.
I pick JDM because even if he does give up ground control, he never like surrenders full rounds. He always finds ways. He's always moving. He always finds ways back to his feet, and he always defends. Like it takes a lot of takedown attempts to get him down. And I think on the feet, he's probably just going to really push Bilal and probably land a lot of body shots. And no one throws body shots against Bilal. Bilal's probably going to be like, what the fuck is this black magic?
Weird side note, randomly about Bilal. Did you see that he was beefing with Alex Volkanovski on Twitter?
Volk? Why?
Really?
With Volk. Volk basically said what everybody else said, where they're like, Bilal fucking sucks, and he's not going to win. And Bilal got mad, and then told him to shut up, basically. And then Volk was like, you have every right to be mad about what I said, but if you ever tell me he's like, you should tell me to shut up to my face and see what happens. I'll come to 170 or some shit like that.
I did see that.
Volk was straight talking shit to him.
He was talking shit to him, dude. That was funny
Maybe
as fuck.
The head kick
it was pretty funny.
Is Volk talking trash now?
I think it was Ilya fucking pounding, like just putting him out for like 10 minutes straight.
Or that
dude,
one.
Don't fucking me, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I don't remember this fight.
Show me the segue. I think we can close this segment. We can close our podcast on this last segment to talk about. We've gone back to fights, so let's go forward to UFC 308 and talk about Ilya and Max. Yep, this whole whole card's booked and it's fantastic.
Well, allegedly. We don't really know who's fighting Whitaker yet, bro.
Oh yeah, that's very true. We have Whitaker's on the card, but we're not really sure who he's going to be fighting.
We should keep, because I want to talk about. We probably talked about this before it actually happens, but we could keep it brief. I don't think we have to make picks.
You want to make picks?
No.
Or like briefly?
Very brief, just like
touch on
1 point each, I think.
All right. I mean, we'll go bottom to top because the last one's gonna be very litigious.
I don't even.
So we'll start with.
Let me see if I can pull up the actual card. I don't even know if I want to talk.
And if I'm right, I think.
Don't know if I want to talk about the whole card.
I mean, we can just touch on.
I think let's just talk.
If you want.
Like, I think it's a 6-round main event too, if I remember correctly. I think it's 6 fights, which is crazy because it's. Oh wait, or is that the Sphere card? Maybe that's the Sphere card.
Maybe the Sphere card.
Oh god, bro! Chiwewe is on that card. Chiwewe.
That's 5 on 306 for the man.
They booked 307, but they have 308 like fully figured out.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy. What? So wait, whoa. What's 307 then?
Fuck if we know, dude.
When is this? October 26th?
And September 14th. I mean, that's barely. It's a little more than a month, so I don't really know when they're gonna have
I
it.
think it's gonna be
what?
women's and Pantoja probably.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or maybe if they do something in lightweight.
Can you imagine 307 is like fucking
interim.
Pennington versus some fucking person?
I think we should just say like one brief point on what we think about Holloway Taporia, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, I won't write anything down. We'll just go through it quick. All right, we'll start with Jeff Neal and RDA. Carson, go first.
Ooh, are we on 306 or are we on 308?
308. Sorry.
We should talk.
308. We're going.
That's way. We should talk 306.
I was just thinking, we might as well do 306. 306 is kind of boring. Like the only one that we should really be talking about is Ortega, Lopez, and Alexa and Valentina, and then Sean and Merab. So it's only 3. Whereas the other one's actually pretty deep in content, honestly. Anyway, yeah, let's do 306 and then 308. But we'll start with fucking. I don't even know who these women are, but Chinwiwi is fighting this dude that I don't know. So I guess I'll go with Chinwiwi.
Yeah. I wouldn't say picks, but let's just talk O'Malley Merab for a little bit. Sidney probably need to go to bed here sometime soon, but
Ortega Lopez is a fucking banger. Love that fight.
Yeah. I think Brian's washed. I might pick Lopez.
Brian did just fucking triangle Yair. I don't know how good Yair is anymore, but
I don't put much stock into that. Brian looked bad. Brian should have been finished.
Yeah, that's true. I totally forgot about that. He got killed.
First front kick of the fight, and he just died, damn near, and just dogged it out. And Yair gassed.
I think Lopez is
gassed from punching him in the face.
Lopez will come over, bro. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't be surprised if I always thought Lopez was gonna win. I just thought it was gonna be a really entertaining fight, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he put him out in the first.
I don't think
because this dude Lopez goes.
I don't think he's gonna finish Ortega, but I think.
How old is Brian? 33. He could do it.
Bro, Brian is unfinishable.
I guess Volk.
He is unfinishable.
That's true.
Yeah.
Volk.
He's got a fucking chin of steel, bro.
Volk and Max can't do it. Does he even have a chin of steel? Or is he just autism at this point?
He's just immortal. he has the Diaz.
He just like us for real, bro.
Diaz chin, which is just rubber brain.
Gotcha.
Damage.
He has no brain
for him anyway.
Yeah, he has no brain to be fucking bounced around. It's just nothing.
He doesn't like. Yeah, he doesn't like get hurt. He just like absorbs damage.
Dude, you can't get CTE if there's nothing to get CTE on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's made of rubber.
I'd give that.
Absorb damage.
I think Lopez. I think we're gonna spend most of the time watching Brian get punched in the face by.
I think if Brian
more non-existent
is magically not like physically completely shot, I think he should win the fight on paper. But I think his physicality is just completely gone at this point.
Yeah. Diego's crazy. His physique is also insane.
Diego's a fucking dog, bro. I
love Diego. Logan's a Diego hater, bro.
A Diego hater.
We've watched his fights together, Logan. What the fuck?
He's a hater. I'm telling you, he's gonna have that belt.
Not good.
He's gonna have that belt. He says
he's gonna have that belt.
This dude is fighting in the division of gods. He will never touch that belt.
True.
Never ever.
He's gonna get it. Tell that to his mullet.
Dude, that hair, bro. It's me and Logan talked about that. That's what gives him power, dude.
Yeah, he's Samson. He can't cut it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right, what about
Ilya would look at this man and just be disappointed in the world and kill him extra hard.
Oh God, fucking Ilya. All right, what are we thinking for my wives here, Valentina and Alexa?
I think it'd be hilarious if Grasso won again.
I think it would be really fun. I'm gonna pick Grasso just because it's fucking funny, dude.
I really don't care who wins as long as they're on the screen for 25 minutes.
Dude, please grapple the entire time, dude. Please.
Oh
I
yeah.
would think it'd be objectively
Oh
yeah. If Grasso
Motion away, Jason.
if Grasso wins another controversial split decision, so Shevchenko can be just objectively terrible human being.
Racist.
Yeah, complain about it.
Love that shit. That was so fucking funny, dude. I love she said it like women are so passive aggressive. She's just like, I think that it is because of Mexican Independence Day. And it just sounded like nice.
It's crazy, bro.
That's
so funny.
Take. That's like literally top 10 worst takes of all time.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But she's sexy, so it's okay.
It's all excused, dude. That's why we like Sean, bro. He's sexy, so it's all okay.
I think am I the only one that thinks Sean is just gonna fucking beat the shit out of Merab?
I'm leaning Sean on this one.
Yeah.
The more it comes, dude, the more I feel like Sean is just going to bonk literally the shit out of Merab. Like I just feel like he's gonna hurt Merab bad and probably finish him.
As funny as a Merab win would be, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
I don't think it. I don't think you can either.
Yeah.
If he does, I will cut off one of my testicles.
I think Sean is gonna make it look really bad for 2.5 rounds, and then Sean's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, fighting this guy is hell."
See, I think that Sean's gonna finish him early, inside 3.
I don't know. Merab's recoverability has just seemed just like insane.
All right, well let's break it down. He got hurt by Henry Cejudo, who couldn't finish him. He got hurt by the ghost of Marlon Moraes, who also didn't finish him. And who was the third one? There's another one.
No one really hurt him.
What was the one? What was the one where he got put in a guillotine for like
Ricky Simone?
2 minutes.
That was like way early in his career.
He didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt though. He just.
Yeah. Here's my.
Either way, I think Sean. Once Sean touches his chin, Merab doesn't just do chicken dance. Merab goes down.
I don't know.
I think once Sean, like what? Was you remember when he did the Eljo? I think it's gonna be like just like that.
Was alive, and here's the thing: Merab, after getting bonked, proceeded to recover and win every second of the fight following getting hurt. I think he just needs to get woken up.
But I think Sean's just gonna hurt him too bad and then finish the fight. That's what I think. I think it's not gonna be like I don't think he's gonna give Merab a chance to recover. I think he knows that. I think he's not. He might talk a lot and be stupid online, but he is very smart. I think he knows that if he gets Merab down or hurts it bad, he needs to finish the fight.
He can't fuck around.
That might hurt him though, because if he tries to finish him really hard,
then
that's just like Merab's. Just like that's Merab's dream.
Rubbing his hands together, bro.
I think Sean's gonna win it. But I think Merab is gonna make it just the grittiest, most ugly, disgusting scrap you've ever seen.
I think Sean finishes him in 3.
Yeah.
I think he hurts him just really bad.
Sooner all the way, I think. One of the two.
Sean all the way though. Love Merab, but just not getting it done for me.
But objectively, I think.
All right, 308.
Merab is objectively.
Sorry, what?
Objectively would be fun as a champion. You're right. Why are we making picks for these? We should make picks for these before the fights actually happen.
That's what we did for. Yeah, That's what. Yeah.
This is so far in the future. How many do you want to go down?
Just the main card. So Jeff Neal and RDA. We'll stop there. Well, we'll start there and go up. We can go quick too. We don't have to go. I want to talk about Holloway and Ilya, but we don't have to go through all these other ones like that. So, I mean, RDA and Jeff Neal. I feel like Jeff Neal would win that. RDA is just old. Love him, but he's old. He actually didn't look bad against Gamrot, besides the fact that he just got held because Gamrot's gay. He actually didn't look that bad.
I don't trust Jeff Neal to win.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Also, no more USADA, so I'm picking RDA.
I would pick Jeff. I'm gonna go with the Jeff Neal purely just because he's the younger fighter. That's basically my only reason.
That's fair.
Dan Ige the GOAT and Lerone Murphy.
I think
undefeated Murphy.
Think Lerone should. He should win this. I think he's more well-rounded than Ige.
I actually don't know that much about him.
He's a really good prospect. Just really good fundamentals. Just tends to win. I think he's from Leon's camp, but like, he's a dog. If he really needs to be, he can just absolutely go and be a dog. Really good boxing.
I'll have to watch some of his stuff before we do our official picks.
Probably a little bit more well-rounded than Ige in the grappling, and just a little bit bigger, more physical. And just has a better technical idea of the fight. I'd pick Murphy. Okay,
I'm not gonna pick yet for that one. I really don't. Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter because we're just doing preliminary picks. But Ankalaev and Rakic. I feel like Ankalaev wins this.
He should win this fight.
He should.
You think Rakic, Carson?
No, Ankalaev did.
Oh, I thought you were asking a question. I didn't know you were.
No.
I'm like you were. I gotcha. Yeah, I think Ankalaev wins. Rakic is. He actually looked very good against Yuri up until Yuri just conjured a right hand from absolutely nowhere.
From the heavens, bro. Came down.
Yeah. Don't know how he did it, but he actually was beating the living shit out of Yuri.
Ankalaev is a pretty good striker, and if he gets convinced to, he actually remembers he's actually a stupidly good wrestler. So
that's right.
He's also fucking they're actually similar height. I feel like Ankalaev's just thick as shit. Like he's big.
He's real.
Rakic is kind of skinny.
He's a big boy.
They're both. Rakic has pretty big legs. Ankalaev's all back. Rakic is all legs.
Yeah, he's got that. I was just gonna say, he's got that Dagestani back on him.
Yeah.
Rakic.
All right, Volkov gone.
Oh God. All-time stinker. Another one.
I would say Volkov. Volkov has been good, and Gon is not fighting a bum. Yeah. So
I don't know. Gon beat him very soundly last time.
I forgot they fought. I think Volkov still.
When did they fight?
2020, I think.
Okay. It was a unanimous decision. Pretty boring fight.
Very boring fight.
I would give this one to Volkov. He's looked so good lately. I don't know. I would be, and I don't know. Gon lost all my respect after he got fucking molested by Jones.
I'm gonna pick Gon.
Molest is the right word for that, dude.
I'm gonna pick Gon.
Logan goes Gon. I'm going Volkov. Carson, what about you?
Grapple with Gon, and Gon just doesn't lose him unless you grapple him.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. Volkov, Ezekiel choked the goat tied to Ivasa.
Knocking him down with a straight right hand. The world's best takedown.
He's basically a freaking Dagestani, Volkov.
He's got that honor.
He's got the right flag.
Come in.
I mean, who's Robert Whittaker fighting? It doesn't even say.
Yeah, exactly. Who's he actually fighting now, though?
I was going to say I'd pick Robert Whittaker, whoever he's fighting.
Yeah.
Whoever he may end up in the cage with, I'd give it to Robert Whittaker.
I don't want to see my little Pookie Bear losing.
Unless Rob
me either.
Just fallen off a cliff in the last 6 months or whatever last time Rob fought. Or, no, less
like 3 months.
That was like a month ago.
2 months.
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah.
So in between now and then, unless Robert Whittaker has just fallen off a cliff, or Chimaev is just so physically strong that Rob can't do anything, which I kind of doubt. Rob should win this fight. This should be like the most toxic style matchup in the world for Chimaev. Really good striker.
I think
it's just like untakedownable. Rob should win this fight.
Yeah.
I think if for some reason Chimaev turns up and it's actually John Jones, and he'll probably win it, but I would give it to Robert.
Yeah, I mean,
John Jones is the best fighter of all time.
Chimaev also has gas tank issues, and Robert Whittaker does not. So
yeah,
that's going to be a problem for him, I think. Well, if he shows up.
Yeah, seriously.
Who would Rob even fight if Chimaev dips again? Give him the belt.
Just give it to him.
I mean,
not a fight. Just give him the belt.
Just hand it to him, dude.
Something about me feels like they would call it Strickland because I feel like they know that should be a fight, but they don't.
I feel bad for Rob having to fight the fucking.
He asked for it like an idiot.
No, but Rob is fighting on extra super duper difficult mode in the middleweight division, and then everyone else is out here having mean fights with Sean Strickland and
gliding through it.
He better not be another Corey Sandhagen because he asked for this fight because they didn't get to fight.
Rob has won the belt before.
True.
He won the belt off of
in its current state.
Romero. I think the physicality is beyond us. I mean, Duplessis. I watched that again, and the shot that hurt Rob was stupid. It didn't look like it even hurt him.
It was surprising. I know. I still remember watching it for the first time. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Rob slipped. Especially from the original angle. I'm like, "Oh, Rob slipped," and then he just died. He got back to his feet and recovered too. Weird black magic.
Happened there. It just looked like he could. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Some good CGI is what I like to call it.
When am I waking up from this nightmare?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'd take Robert too. Although, I mean, it's basically if Hamza doesn't submit him in the first 2 minutes of the fight while they're on the ground, which they probably will be.
He's gonna gas, dude.
He loses. I feel like.
Fixed it yet, but I'm assuming.
Fucking old grandpa no knees Usman beat him.
Yeah, I think Rob's gonna defend takedowns better than no knees Usman did as well.
Yeah. That's his shit, man.
Well, I don't know. That's the only thing I don't know about. Hamza is fucking huge. I don't know if you've seen when he fought Usman, he looked giant.
That's also Usman off the couch, who is a welterweight. He also used to be a welterweight. Rob is a middleweight. Actually, Rob used to be a welterweight too, but
yeah, he used to be a welterweight too. I mean, Chimaev is. I mean, he's 6'2", which isn't giant, but dude, I don't know. He looked big. Usman wasn't massive either, but Hamza just looked thick. And I was watching him grapple Usman, and I was like, Jesus, he's just big as fuck.
But fucking him.
Rob's been fighting giants his whole career, though. He fought Cannonier, Romero, who's
and
Vittori, Costa,
fucking Vittori, but they all Vittori, Cannonier, and Costa fucking suck. Hamza's not terrible. You know what I mean? He's better than the three of those guys. So, I mean, I still think Robert's going to win, but I think he's going to have a little bit more trouble with the wrestling than we think he's going to.
I mean, he gets taken down somehow.
But I think if he gets taken down, he will get up. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think Chimaev's going to get consistent top control like he did against.
Rob's going to make it very, very hard for him.
I think Rob will get either. I think Rob might actually maybe lose the first round or get taken down in the first round for a good amount of time. But then after that, I feel like
I can imagine Chimaev has his back. Rob's just standing up for the whole round, and Chimaev just returning him, but never gets consistent control. I could see a whole round of that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Here's the juicy one.
If
Carson,
Holloway loses,
you start.
I will hang myself.
So do you think Holloway's going to win, or do you want Holloway to win? What do you think is going to happen?
Hello?
Dad? Oh, he's thinking.
He's
pondering.
Deep in thought.
I am deep in thought right now on this one.
Sorry to interrupt you.
So, I mean, if Ilya's on his game, it's going to be rough. But I mean, if If Holloway
Feel free to think
if
of-
he can do it,
yeah.
he can do it. I'm not like
that was very profound
Yeah.
insight. I'm just fucking with you. No, I know it's
it's
hard,
to
dude.
knock out Justin Gaethje. I mean, I don't really have any worries about it. He's just gonna have to He's gonna really have to be there to do it, though. He can't make a mistake.
That's exactly. I said that's one of the things I was telling to Logan. He can't make a mistake.
Because Ilya's gonna
Which he can totally do.
Shit, then.
Logan,
Not in a good way,
I think
dude.
this is the best.
No, not in a
this
good
is
way.
the best fight you could possibly book right now. I don't think there's a better fight like I could imagine right now.
Dude, the money
I'm touching myself as we talk, thinking about it.
Dude, Ilya's downfall, bro. Oh my god, I'm riding on it right now, bro.
He's 27 too. He's literally 27 years old, and we're already talking about we can't wait to see his downfall.
I like both of them.
I fucking hate him, bro.
Why do you hate Ilya? Have you seen
Ilya.
his face? He will steal your girlfriend.
He's such a cocksucker, bro. I hate him.
Really? Let's get into this. What's your
bro's too big for his boots, I think, dude.
Oh, you think he's a little cocky boy? And no wrong answers here. I just want to hear. I like the gossip.
You like the drama, dude.
Yeah. So you just think he's cocky?
I just think he's too cocky, bro.
Well, keep in mind his dick is probably like 8 inches long, so I would also be that cocky.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was on the same wavelength as you. I was like, this dude before he fought Volk. I was like, this dude talks too much.
Stared into his eyes and then for 3 minutes straight.
And then he murdered. He murdered our Pookie, lovely little Pookie bear.
Our little tiny Pookie bear Volk, dude.
But then I kept rewatching Josh Emmett versus Ilya Topuria, and that is like fucking boxing porn. Like, that fight is, dude, Ilya was so sexy, that fight. And I mean that in both ways.
This dude is stroking his shit right now.
Dude, his distance control, his ring control, his combos, his defense, everything was so sexy. His beard looked good. His fade was good. Everything was on point against that guy. So I just fell in love with his fighting style, basically. I love his fighting style. He's so good at what he does. And obviously he has that nuclear option like Alex does. His power doesn't make sense, which is a good thing for him. Yeah. But here's my thing. I think he hits harder than Justin Gaethje. And
he might.
I think he does. He's faster than Gaethje. They probably hit similar.
Well, we were talking about this, Logan. We haven't seen anyone other than Ilya, Alex, and I think we named like one or two other ones, but without winding up and overthrowing, just putting people not down, but to sleep. Gaethje did that once.
Yeah, Gaethje hasn't done
he did that once.
Super high level competition.
But dude, Ilya didn't even full swing on Volk, dude, and he
had no twist in his hips on that one.
No. And so we don't see guys like that. You don't see guys like that. Like, well, we couldn't name more than I don't even remember the other guy we named, Logan. It was literally Ilya. I think it was like Mythical Connor, like Connor Beckett, featherweight. Yeah.
Featherweight Connor, O'Malley, kind of.
But then I think the rest of them were like they wind up so hard, whereas these guys, like Sean, kind of, but like old Connor,
and then everyone else is like once in a while, or it's like fight changing power. The guy's not dead. They're dead in 10 seconds, but they're not dead.
Right. Fight changing power is what we talked about.
Yeah, and that's
then so there's fight changing power, and then there's fight ending power, and that's Ilya and Alex right now. And so that threat that Max has to deal with is just because he ate a shot from Gaethje. He went down against Gaethje. You know what I mean? You eat that shot from Ilya, that fight's over.
I think Max's chin is good enough to take If he took the one that Gaethje hit him,
Take one.
I think he can take one because it wasn't super clean.
Yeah, it wasn't super clean.
I just don't know if he can take because Emmett.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know.
Emmett took clean ones.
That's why I was like, I was sitting there. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to take it or not. And that's the concerning part. It's like, if he takes one, is he going to be able to take it? If he does, he can win it. But if not, it's over.
He's Max.
Dude, but like, does he get even? I would give him one free clean shot.
Volk
and after that, and man,
super clean. It was super clean that Volk got clipped with.
That was he did. But then again, he didn't get hit that hard though.
He did. I don't think he saw it either.
Yeah.
He was trying to clinch Ilya, and he got pushed back at 4 inches, and it went over his shoulder. He didn't see it, and it just hit him, turned his chin.
It was a beauty of a shot.
I would give that like a maximum 70% power from Ilya, like throwing wise. It didn't even look like he was throwing at all.
Nah, it's Ilya.
Even in the replay,
he's swinging for the fences when he's swinging.
He's got nothing to lose.
He didn't. It definitely wasn't that as hard of a shot as he could throw.
Oh,
could have thrown.
But he's too close. That's about as hard as he could throw at that range.
Anyway, I think Ilya wins. I think Ilya beats Max, but I want Max to win.
I just, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Ilya has more room for error, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who's going to be going forward the whole time. Because I know Ilya's going to insist on it. But I just want to see Matt.
That's what I was saying. Like with Ilya and Alex, Ilya's going to go into this fight with the power respect. Like Max is automatically going to respect his power, and if he doesn't, then we're going to be in for a really good fucking fight. But I feel like Max will really respect it, and I feel like Max is going to point fight. He's going to have to. He can't. Yeah. I feel like he's not going to want to get into exchanges. Yeah. He's going to try and get in and out, and point fight.
There's a pretty decent path to victory for Max if he can blend the point fighting and then pick exchanges on his own terms well. But I think he has to be very. Yeah. He has to be. Very,
I feel like he's not going to do that.
Yeah, I think if he chooses pure point fighting, I think he loses. And that's what I think. If he just goes into the fire and says, "I'm going to be the person moving forward," I think he might actually have a.
That'd be so awesome.
He might actually have a decent shot of pulling it out. Maybe not out.
That's that take. I like that take.
Not for. I don't think he's gonna bonk Ilya, but if he just keeps insisting on exchanging, and Ilya's like, "Oh my god, I don't like this anymore," and starts.
Someone's playing my game.
Holloway come forward. Yeah. I don't think Ilya can win a fight moving backwards, or I don't think he'll look as good in a fight where he's moving.
That's what I was saying. If Max goes into this fight and doesn't give Ilya that respect, we're in for a really good fucking fight because Max is.
If Max just comes out in the first round, and just points to the center, and just says, "I'm going to prove that I'm the person who gets to move forward in this fight."
Dude, he's gonna be I'm the one who knocks, bro.
I'd probably come. What? Well, hold up.
Multiple times in a row from me, dude. No questions.
Or Max does that and then just gets fucking flatlined. That's also a possibility.
I don't think Max gets flatlined. I just worry about him just taking a lot of damage just over the course of it, like Emmett did.
I mean, we know Ilya can put these guys down. I mean, love Max, but does Max's chin hold up against someone like this? Like he has literally killed multiple people in his path. Like he's got bodies on his path. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm excited,
Max
bro.
Max has taken pretty much a full power shot from Dustin and stayed on his feet, a weight class up. So I think his chin at featherweight is just uncrackable.
I feel like it's Ilya. I feel like Ilya, pound for pound, hits harder than Justin or Dustin. It's fight ending. If he catches him clean, that is.
But
if it's a dirty shot, I mean, then it's different. But if he gets caught clean, man, I don't know. I don't know if he can eat it. That's the thing. I don't know.
He has to catch clean though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's hard to hit Max clean. So
yeah,
man, it's just such a good fucking fight.
Yeah. I'm super
Banger,
excited.
dude.
There's so many
I just want to see
questions.
how it plays out. Like, who's going to be moving forward? What does max point fighting look like? Who wins exchanges?
I'm gonna be so fucking horny watching that shit.
Dude.
I think Max
Okay.
might be better
My fault.
deeper into the exchange. But Ilya is obviously just like a flash of lightning, like the first 3-4 punches.
Side note, this fight's on at 8 a.m. by the way.
What?
Yeah,
How do you
8
know
a.m.
that?
CDT, bro. I'm on the card right now in the UFC, dude. 8 a.m. CDT for us, bro. It's in the UAE.
What?
8 a.m.
Deadass.
Oh.
8 a.m.?
It's overseas.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing about, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, where are you?
I'm on the UFC. I'm on their fucking website right now, dude.
UFC.com.
Yeah.
Because CDT is Central Time, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be on at 8
probably
a.m.
prelims, though. Probably the prelims start at 8.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Where was Rob's? Because Rob's was on at 11.
Yeah, like 11. So that's probably the same. Yeah.
Or the main card started at 11.
Probably be like that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
But I don't remember where that was. I think that was in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? Or is it the same shit?
Yeah.
UAE is a little farther away,
They're
I want to say.
close together.
Yeah.
I'm racist as shit, so I just...
UFC, bro.
All right.
They had a UK card on at fucking 5 a.m. for them, bro.
Yeah, dickheads for real.
That was disgusting. Not by the way. Final point. Sidetrack. That was disgusting. Why would they do that? If you want an excuse for Leon Edwards, it's that he had the fucking fight at 5 a.m. in the goddamn morning. What the fuck is that?
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like it was a Saturday. You would not have any issues selling cards in the US.
During the middle of the day.
What are you
I'd
doing?
Be down. And then
afternoon.
For the UAE, they fucking don't change the time.
Yeah. It's because those Middle Eastern fucks.
Middle Eastern oil.
I don't know. I'm just being fucking racist now.
It's oil money.
I'm getting tired.
I swear to God, it's oil money. Yeah.
I'm
happy.
I'm getting tired, so that means I'm just being racist as fuck.
Is it bedtime?
My go-to.
Sleepy, the racy's coming out of me now.
I need to fix that.
Let me look at the
schedule.
Is there any fights that not tonight, but is there any fights that we're gonna need to talk to in the future, or can we do talk some bollocks next time?
I gotta send you guys this picture of this freeze frame of Dricus and Strickland. It's some high level stuff going on right now.
Next week is Cannonier Bahalio.
What? Who? And where and why and what and why and where?
Fighting nerds.
Fuck. So Cannonier's gonna die.
That'd be really sad. I'd like Cannonier. And then your guy, Carson, fights in 2 weeks. Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady.
Ooh. Oh, you're a Gilbert fan?
Bear, bro.
He's like 40, you know that?
Fuck yeah, dude. don't talk down to my Pookie like that, bro.
Dude, Carson, what are you doing for this fight?
For which one?
Are you still watching? Are you in lacrosse? 305?
No, dude. What is it? I'm at home right now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Everybody's gone. I'm gonna have to watch it with my fucking. I'm gonna have to watch it in my.
Going on during the day too, so I was like, oh, maybe I can go, but I'm like, I don't know, because I have to get up the next morning and go to do my RA shit too. So
I guess I'm just gonna have to watch it in my basement naked. That's terrible.
Across the next morning.
Yeah, I'm going to Road America, watch some races. So
that was I work.
That's kind of sick.
This morning too, which sucks.
That is tough, bro.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Suck. You know what? It's 8 to 5 for a week, dude. I'm like, fuck you guys, bro.
It's fun. Yeah,
is it fun?
Fun. Some of it's really bland, but I also had a lot of fun.
I used to work at the rec, and they made us, dude. First of all, I had soccer, so I was there for 2 weeks for soccer. So I have soccer and 2 times during the fucking day, 3 times a week, and the other day is just 1 time. But like every day I had soccer. These guys are like, "Oh, we have some basic training that we want at the rec, by the way." And I work at the fucking esports center, and my job is to hand fat fucking people controllers. That was my job. And then I just fucking like, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're doing 8 hours a day of training for the week before school." So I just quit. Like I went there for one day, and I was just like, I just left at like lunch, and I just fucking emailed my boss that I quit.
That's crazy, bro.
Ridiculous, dude. Like $8 an hour. So I'm looking at pictures of
shelling out, bro.
I'm looking at pictures of Laura Santos.
Dude. Come on.
All right.
I'm looking at pictures of Laura Santos
All
right now. My
That's
goodness.
it. We gotta call it.
My